The motivation behind getting involved with Big Brothers and Big Sisters was, while my kids were in school, my wife and I were very involved with the school and volunteering and being involved in and around the school. Once they got out of school, and especially the oldest one got to college, I found that I got the feeling that I really wasn't doing anything for anybody else. And so I decided to look around for some charitable work or some volunteer work I could do. And I saw an ad for Big Brothers, and I thought that's something I could do locally and have some sort of local impact. I've been involved with Big Brothers and Big Sisters about 10 years. I've only had one match in all those 10 years. When I was first matched with Cole, he was 7 years old. And I was pretty nervous because, again, my youngest son was 16 or 17 at the time. And so I was a little nervous, but he was such a fun, loving young guy that it quickly broke down, and we hit it off pretty quickly.
I didn't really feel it was awkward at all the first time we got together. When you're young, nothing's really awkward, nothing's embarrassing. It was just fun, and I was just like, this is Bob, we're gonna hang out, and we had fun.
From the beginning, Cole and I had a common interest of movies. We've always liked movies, and I used to kid him that he always gave me the opportunity to see kids' movies because I couldn't really go in there by myself.
The first time I can remember meeting Bob, went on a really long bike ride.
We rode for hours and hours.
And it felt like we were biking forever.
He kept up with me.
And I remember just trying my hardest to keep up with him.
You know, we really had a great time.
Felt like we were biking forever.
And it seemed like everything was great. And I got home, and my wife took me to task because I took this little 6 or 7 year old on like a 10-mile bike ride.
Trying my hardest to keep up with him.
Forgetting that my kids were 10 years older than that. It was a completely different environment.
We got lemonade, and that was the most refreshing lemonade ever.
So it was a big mistake, and I was more conscious of his age from then on.
Right around my 10th birthday, I kind of realized that Bob's been here. We've been matched for 3 years, and these 3 years have been really great and just really positive overall. And I just started thinking about it, and I started thinking about, like, I had my mom who was a good role model, but like he's male, like role model. Like I had that strong male role model in there when I didn't have another strong male role model.
I think the process that Cole and I have gone through over the last 10 years has been positive for both of us. I think that Cole has had a lot of changes in his life, some for the positive, some for the negative, just like we all do.
It's just been nice to have just somebody kind of be there who could walk alongside me, and I know if I have any questions, I could just go to him.
At this point, Cole is a senior in high school. I think he's been well prepared by his teachers and by his mom, and I hope through our relationship that he's ready to take on the world. He's ready to go to college and take his place in society.
So I've been accepted to Western Illinois University. That's the only school I've applied to so far because it's just the one school I really want to go to. It just, when I visited it, it seemed like home, and I'm going there for law enforcement, and they have the 5th largest law enforcement program in the country.
He's always been somebody that likes to work with other people. He's always been a person who is more than willing to give and to contribute. And I think he sees the role of a police officer as somebody who helps other people. And I think that that's a priority for him.
I wanted to give back like he's given to me, because like he didn't have to go out and spend all that time and everything with me, because I was just some random 7-year-old he didn't know. But he went out of his way and to build that relationship with me, so I had a good role model.
In volunteering for Big Brothers, what I've received is a new relationship with a person that I never knew before. In our case, I've been able to watch Cole grow up, almost like one of my own children.
being matched in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program has definitely changed the course of my life. I don't know what I would be doing this moment if I hadn't been matched with Bob. Having them there and having a role model to look up to has just kept me on a straight path and just kept me going in the right direction.
Now Nicole's graduating and be going to college, I think probably our official match probably ends, I suppose, from a Big Brother standpoint. But I don't really ever see our relationship ending. I think we're pretty close friends.
And even though it may officially end after I graduate high school, like, I don't think anything's really going to change. Like, the only difference will be we won't go to the Big Brothers bowling event, but other than that, I think everything will stay the same.
Somebody told me a long time ago that with good friends, it doesn't matter if you're separated by 15 minutes or 15 years. It'll be the same when you get back together. So I think we'll have a relationship the rest of both of our lives.
This may sound really dorky, but when I'm older, I hope I'm like Bob. Like, he's just the greatest guy I know.